everyone. This is Roger from Groovis Games Unlimited. Welcome, and let's start off with this. To all 419 of you backers, thank you. We love you. I love you. Wow, I mean, over the 50,000 mark in less than 5 days. Okay, I think you're liking what you're seeing, okay, and I want to show you more and more. You guys seem thirsty for more information, so that's what I want to give you. So really, thank you. I'm sorry it took so long to get to Churn 3. As you can imagine, just busy, but I am so happy. I'm fired up, and we're going to have fun. Churn 3 and 4, it's going to get kind of nuts in this dungeon, if it hasn't already, okay? A couple things I want to clarify before we're getting into upkeep. Guardian spawn rate. Remember, end of the monster phase, we had to move that down. So I'm going to process that now. And I want to explain something. We're going to get into this more. You know how Razorfang is right with the warrior. Remember that little battle that just took place? Okay. In Dungeon Crusade, I designed this so monsters just don't go away. You just don't walk away from a monster if you don't want to fight them. They're gonna track your hero. These are what's known as tracking tokens. Okay, it's not so easy to get away from these things. They're going to follow you, and they're going to try to kill you. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take, of course they're the same. We're going to take tracking token 1, and put it right there. That warrior's being tracked. And then we're going to take the tracking 1 that matches, and put it on Razorfang. So see, that's a reminder, he's tracking him. There's a few ways to lose a tracking status, and we're going to get into that. But one of the coolest ways, and a really nice mechanic, a hero has to hide. And so let's look real here. We're going to get into this more in the hero phase. See, hide 3, you've got to make a check. You have to hide in a chamber, and if you make your hide check, you lose the tracking status. And real quick, and then we'll end it with this. See on the rooms here, it says 16. Some chambers are 18, 16. Some are only 13, right there. You have to roll a d20. Add your hide value. If you meet or exceed that, you have successfully hidden from that guardian. You know, you're hiding in a room, or you're crouched in the corner. And what this means is, like the lower numbers and higher numbers, there's not a lot of places to hide in there. So you most definitely, there's a lot of hiding places in this chamber because it's only 13. Where something like 20, it's pretty open. It's very barren, and you're more than likely going to get caught. So there you go, a little more information for you. Hide from guardians. Okay, so now I believe we're going to get into our upkeep phase. I'm going to be honest with you, and hopefully you see this. I had 4 different strategies. All right, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty right now about what our plan is going to be and what I was going to do and what I realized. So if you like to think and strategize, and of course, dungeon delve, this game has this in spades. Okay, so let's do this first, okay? I already know I'm going to do this. Our rogue is right here. Remember we were going to clear out some rooms? This goblin spearman is coming up on a patrol route. He is going to, more than maybe, if he takes the green patrol route, he's going to run into this whole mess. Okay? So what we're going to do, or even the purple one here, okay, so we want to try to take him out. So what I'm going to do is, let's move our rogue first. So we're going to put initiative token 1. And what I'm hoping, we're going to get the movement we need, come around this corner and just zap this guy. Okay? So we're going to do that. Because she's good with mythical and chaos. She's versed in that. And she can attack that goblin. So that's initiative token 1. Now this is where this is going to be kind of risky right here. Remember our cleric here? She was trying to pick the lock on the door and she broke the lock. Okay, and there's a cultist of Zal coming down. She has the warfare. She has mind and arcane, and she could take out that cultist of Zal. So what I'm going to try to do, it's going to be kind of risky. We're going to actually get her away from the party. She's going to go kind of rogue, so to speak. I'm going to give her initiative token 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to take her. Okay, I'll put this down. We're going to take her. See over here in Chamber of Kings. Actually, we'll be in south. We're going to hide her behind that pillar. The cultist of Zal is going to come around the churn, and then next turn, on turn 4, we're going to try to kill her. Okay, so that's my plan. Now, what I failed to realize when I did that before, there's a lot to talk about, to think about in this game. Our Orc Siegebreaker here is about to pick up a patrol route. Now, there's a 25% chance he's going to take the orange route, meaning he's going to see our Cleric hiding behind that pillar, and he's going to attack her. Okay, because, you know, there's 4 patrol routes. It's a 25% chance. He could go back down here. He could go up here. You don't know what these things are going to do. So I'm going to get our Barbarian, and he's going to go over there for backup because he's got the Warfare. He's got the 2 matching Warfare that can kill that guy. So our Cleric and Barbarian are going to handle this part here. So we're going to take Initiative Token 3 and put it on our Barbarian. I hope you like, you know, how I'm talking with you about strategy. I just want to show you the possibilities and how things change in this game. And now here's the big one. This is the big battle here. We are going to try to put the hurt on Razorfang. Okay, you're going to see rallying now. You're going to see how you can rally your heroes and create a party and take out monsters. We're not too worried about this guy. He's going to get out, okay? Our village terror level is at 4, so it's going to go up to 5. So these 3, we're going to put initiative. Let's give our warrior 4. We're going to give our, how about the wizard? We'll give him 5. And finally, our archer, we'll give her 6. Because collectively, all of them have the warfare. They're versed in those warfare that can do 3 damage to him if they all hit. Okay? Then lastly, Albus, the warrior here has got gold. We need health potions because, look, our warrior's down to 6 health. We're going to take Albus and try to get him over there and exchange the gold. You know, our warrior's going to give him the gold. We're going to run over, and then Albus is going to run out, come over to the village, and get us a health potion. That's my plan. I hope you like it. So this is going to be very interesting how all this, you know, unravels here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pause, and we're going to come back for the encounter phase. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, we are back for the encounter phase. Of course, we're going to draw an encounter card. Okay, and this is a challenge. I have a lot of challenges for you. I loved writing these. Okay, remember our symbols there? The kind of yellow eye. A hero that is being tracked, as we just saw with the warrior, is ineligible to do this. The red dot with the sword in there, because that's a sword, that means if a hero is engaged in any type of combat, they're going to be ineligible to do this challenge. Of course, our warrior is already out. So let's read this challenge here. A hero has found a stairway leading down to a small crypt. However, the stairs are covered in a slippery green ooze. The hero can see there is a treasure chest within the crypt. So see, remember, all our encounters, Cameron Brown, our artist, is going to be redoing all the sketches for us. So there's the steps, and right there's a crypt at the bottom. If you choose, select a hero to descend the stairs to open the chest. The hero must test agility 17 to avoid slipping. On a fail, they slip and lose this turn. On a success, they make it to the crypt. Roll the d8. On a 1 to 5, a spider jumps from the chest and bites the hero for 3 damage. On a 6 to 8, they find loot. Draw 1 loot card and take 500 gold. Do we want to do this? That's the question. Because they're not going to do it. I mean, well, he's already ineligible. So these two, I mean, that's big right there. The rogue, most definitely not, because we're taking her over there for the goblin. Cleric, possible. The barbarian would probably be the one to do it, to be honest. Tell you what, I'm so indecisive. I'll tell you what, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to pick our barbarian, and maybe he looked over, you know, down the hall and he saw this, and this is like a little micro adventure, you know, if you will. Okay, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it for you. So let's look here. Our barbarian, I shouldn't do this. I'm just going to say this now. Our barbarian always has agility of 2. We've got to get a 17 on a d20. So what does that mean? We've got to get 15. I shouldn't do this. I'm saying this now. I shouldn't do this. So what we're going to do is let's get our d20, roll it right. I'm going to knock stuff over. Okay, so we're looking for a 15. So here we go. Oh, and then I'll tell you what happens if you lose your turn. Oh my God. Okay, well, that was the worst roll we could have got, 3. So he slips. We can't use him. You tip him over. He's lost his turn. I told you. So he went down the steps, he slipped and fell, and he is out for this turn. Shouldn't have done it. Okay, guys, well, I wanted that to be awesome, so you could have saw us, grab some loot and get some gold, but as it is, didn't work. All right, well, let's come back and let's get into the hero phase. I'm dying to see what's going to happen. I will be right back with you. Okay, guys, welcome back. And that was unfortunate. I really wanted to show you, my luck in this game, but our barbarian slipped on the steps. That's Dungeon Crusade. Okay, initiative token 1. That is our rogue. She's right here. Hopefully that's on camera. And just like a rogue, she's going to come up and ambush him. Let's see what happens. Base movement of 4 plus a 5. Awesome movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So look at that. She comes right up behind that goblin. Okay, so oops, as he falls. Okay, so now let's see let's get his card here. Now already, remember, when a minion sees a hero, he's going to raid the village. He's going to head out of the dungeon. Okay, so let's look here. We're going to need our chaos. Let's move this down here a little bit. So he is versed in chaos, range, and physical. So I'll tell you what, we'll shuffle these up now, and then we're going to head over to the dice box, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So, phase 1, range. Phase 2, chaos. Phase 3 is going to be physical. Okay, so before we break away, let's talk about this. Okay, here's our rogue. Her secondary hand, she's good with chaos, okay? She's got this axe. However, she's not versed at all in range or physical. So I'll tell you what, we're going to push the attack in phase 2, try to do a damage on him, and then, of course, defend in phase 1 and 3, okay? So I'm going to head to the dice box, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're at the dice box, and we're about to do this battle. So I'm going to take our battle dice, put them in our dice cup. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, this looks pretty good. So phase 1 was range. We had phase 2 was our chaos. Should definitely hit. And phase 3 was our physical. She did awesome in defending. So let's take a look at this here. On her card, she's not versed in range. Just missed it. 10 and 1. A rogue's going to take 1 damage for that. Not that bad though. Okay. However, she scored a 13 in the chaos phase, second phase, plus a 2. She's got 15. She did a damage on the goblin. So I had to get some hit markers here. So she's already done 1 damage on him. Finally, oops, sorry, I meant to show you that. 10 and 1. She exceeded that, of course. So she scored a hit. She got a 16 in our third phase physical. Totally defended. Okay? So he's almost dead. He's got 1 hit point left. So I'm going to clean this up a bit, and then we're going to get on to the other turns. Now what we're going to do is, of course, put him back there. Let me move this down so you can see. Of course, put him back. We're going to put 1 damage on him. And now, remember, he's a raiding minion. As I said, when a minion sees a hero or spots a hero, that's it. They're like, okay, the hero's here, I'm taking off. Raid. Remember, on his turn, he's going to do hit and run tactics. He's going to hit a rogue and he's going to run. Okay, I'm going to be back, and we're going to move on to our second initiative. Who was that? I think it was our cleric. I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, and we have to finish up, for the guardian spawn roll. We have to finish up with her, and then we're going to move on to our cleric. So we get a 2. So you can see no guardian spawned. Okay, so we're done with that. And now, remember our strategy here, how we're going to try to move our cleric up and ambush that cultist of Zal when she moves down. Hopefully. I mean, we don't know what she's going to do. I'm guessing. So, she has initiative. This is our cleric, initiative token 2, and base movement of 2 with a d6. Perfect. Got a 4. So she has a total of 6 movement. Remember, we're trying to get her by this pillar here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how about 6? Okay? So, I don't know. I mean, if this green Orc Siegebreaker takes the orange patrol route, you know, he's going to attack her. So, I don't know. This could be interesting. Our Barbarian, if you remember, he had 3. He slipped down those slippery steps with the ooze, so he's out for this turn. So now is the big one here, and you guys are going to learn something new, rallying. So I'm going to explain this here, because it works just about the same, little difference here. Okay, of course, our warrior has initiative tokens 4, so we're going to rally our other heroes. Remember our archer and everything? Let me see, make sure we get all that in for you. I think that's better. Okay, so what you do is you flip it over. You're going to rally. You're calling out to your fellow heroes. We're going to take his hero card. Down here at Essence, it costs 1 essence to rally. Okay? So we do that. So he's calling out to his heroes. Now this is going to be a collective churn because, you know, with all these 3 heroes, you do not roll the Guardian Spawn roll until all the heroes take their turn, and you're going to roll it 3 times. Okay? Hopefully this will make sense. So he's going to call out to his heroes. Remember, this is like one collective churn. So next up, remember, on our wizard, we put an initiative token 5. So he's gonna activate now, but he's gonna rally the archer. Our warrior paid the essence for rallying. You do not have to do that on the second hero. So let's move our wizard. Base movement of 2 plus a d6, and we get a 6. Great. That's a lot of movement. Okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You are permitted to jump over, you know, enemy figures or monster figures. So now he is adjacent. Remember, in Dungeon Crusade, you move left and right, up and down. It is permitted to attack diagonal. So he's totally within range. He's going to hit. So now he rallied, of course, the archer. Our archer is, of course, right there. And we're going to roll for her movement. She got a 5. Base movement of 3. It's going to be a big battle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So now we're going to battle him. And then at the end of all this, we're going to roll the Guardian Spawn roll 3 times. Okay? So let's talk about our strategy here. Let's get all our warfare thing, our tokens here. And so then we're going to go over to the dice box. So Razorfang, let me grab his card. He is strong with physical, of course. Okay? He's strong with range and mythical. Okay? So we're going to set his card down. Let's put these here. Now, you may be wondering, why am I shuffling this? You're going to understand why we do this, maybe when there's a one-on-one fight. Okay? And I don't want to get into it now, but there's a reason why we do this. And it's very cool how battles turn out when it's a one-on-one battle. Okay? So phase 1, physical. Phase 2 is going to be range. And then phase 3 is going to be mythical. So, of course, phase 1 is going to be our warrior. Plus, you know, because he's, you know, primary. So we're going to push the attack in phase 1 with our warrior. Our archer here is versed in range warfare. That's her primary. She's going to push the attack. Let me make sense. Someone may ask this, so I want to address it. Notice how the warrior has a secondary range and she's primary. You never put the 2 together. You have to choose one hero to, you know, attack in that phase. You can never combine attacks. Someone may ask that, so I just wanted to address that. Finally, and they each have, you know, like they each have, you know, range. This is going to do 1 damage, and our warrior has physical warfare. And then finally, our wizard. And his secondary is mythical. We're going to push the attack in the third phase. So we could potentially do 3 damage. And as you get loot, you can do more damage with more powerful gear. Okay, this is going to be a good battle. I'm going to meet you at the dice box, and let's see if our heroes can put 3 damage on Razorfang. I'll meet you at the dice box. Okay, guys, we're ready for the battle with Razorfang, and he has 7 health. Okay, so let's get our battle dice, put them in the cup, see what's going to happen. I don't know. It's going to be close. Okay, so phase 1 was physical. Put our physical warfare dice here. Phase 2 was range. Phase 3, mythical. Okay, let's process this. Razorfang, we had to meet or exceed 12. And our warrior, because of his, he's strong with physical, that's +4. So 10 and 4, that's 14. We hit. And I had my hit markers ready, so we already hit him for 1. Moving on to, I'm going to set these here for now. Moving on to the second phase is range. Our archer shot our arrows, 7. Let's get our hero card. Oh, look at that. 7 plus 4 is 11. It's not going to be enough. No, 13. So, I'm sorry, no, yeah, he has 13. She had 11. She's going to take 1 damage. So let's process that. She's down 1. And finally, I think our wizard did pretty good. 13 and 2. Well, he didn't even have to add his. But still, he has a +2. 13 is 15. And boom, right there. So we hit. So we got Razorfang down to 5 hit points. So that's how that goes. But now I'm going to meet you back over here because we have to, now that we're done, we have to do the Guardian Spawn roll 3 times. Hopefully that made sense. When you do a collective turn from rallying, you wait to the very end to do this. This was a big turn, and you think this was something. You wait till we get into the monster phase. That's going to be nuts. Okay, so our warrior was went up first, right? So we're going to roll for him. 8, we're cool with that. Okay, next is going to be our archer. 17, oh, that was close. 17. Finally, that was the wizard's roll. Archer was 6. It's no biggie. And we should be hopefully perfect. No guardian spawned in. That was a huge turn. Okay, guys, I hope you're excited about this. We're coming back. We're going to see what this orc siege breaker does. So I'm just going to clean up the area because I had stuff everywhere. So I will see you in just a moment. Actually, real quick, I had to put this in. We forgot little Albus. We have to roll for Albus because remember he was going to get the gold. I apologize. I was so excited to get to the monster phase, believe it or not. Okay, Albus has a base movement of 6 plus a d6, so hopefully he gets enough movement to get to the warrior so he could grab the gold from him. So base move 6 plus 5, that's a lot of movement. So we're going to move Albus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he still has 5 left. He can continue his movement. We're going to give Albus all the gold. So the warrior, is passing, or Albus takes the gold for him. He's got 800 gold, and he has 5 movement left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Albus is heading out to the village. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to come back with the monster phase. Okay, guys, we are in the monster phase, and I prepared some stuff just so we can keep it moving briskly. Of course, we're right here. Our goblin spearman is going to activate first. He has 1 damage. Side note, remember, all heroes can gain counterattack. And that's one of the first things you should get. So we could actually do an attack back on him. I just wanted to put that out there. That's one of the special abilities. So, of course, remember minions, hit and run tactics. He's going to hit our rogue, and he's going to run. So I have had this prepared so we can just keep it moving. He is strong, of course, in range, physical, and chaos. So we're going to flip these over. And see, that's why I was trying to explain that before, that say that she had counterattack, she could actually do an attack back on him. And depending on when she hit, before, like say he did a damage in phase 3, if she did a damage in phase 2, she would kill him because he already has 1 hit point, so she wouldn't take that damage in phase 3. I'm sure we're going to run into something like that. But for what it is now, phase 1 is physical, range, and chaos. And of course, she can't attack. She has no counterattack. She's going to have to push defense all the way. I've got the dice set up over here. I'll take a look. I'm going to grab his card. And just like I showed you there, he's got 1 damage. It's not going to matter here. But if she had counterattack, we could have possibly killed him. So see, counterattack should be one of the first special abilities you get. Okay? Roll. Oh, wow. This is bad. This is like really bad. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is good. Because she has to defend. Right, I was back in the other phase. Here we go. So what we were at, perfect. So physical, range, and chaos. She had to exceed these numbers or she would take damage. So first phase is physical. She has 14, 10, totally knocks that attack out of the way. Second phase was range. So she got a 13. She had to meet or exceed 10. Perfect. And then for our last one is chaos. She had to get higher than what this value is for a defense. And 13, 10, no damage. However, we're going to put this back here. He's going to be running now after he did that attack. So we're going to take the D6, and he has a base movement of 3. So we're going to take the D6, add 3 to this, 1. So he's not going to run very far. But anyway, remember, we follow the red arrows on the floor. So this quadrant here, we look for the red arrow. It's right up there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We should be able to kill him next turn. Okay, so he's done. Next up, who we have in our phase here, it'll be our skeleton warrior. And I had to put this, slipped underneath there. But of course, he was a raiding minion. We can't do anything about that guy. So he's probably going to get out this turn. So remember, he was right here. And he has a base movement of 2, I believe. So we're going to roll. Not actually, no. We might be able to kill him. So he only rolled a 1, so that's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. Next turn, I imagine he is definitely going to escape. Okay, so now, here's what we were waiting for. Our Orc Siegebreaker is right here. He is going to pick up a patrol route. So we're going to get the patrol route die right here. And the D6. He's got a base movement of 2. So this is the question, if he's going to see the cleric or what route he's going to take. So the thing, you never know. Unpredictable movement patterns. Hope I don't knock stuff over. 2. Okay, he's going on the green one. So no, we're perfect. Our plan is working. So 2 and 2 is 4. He's going to take the green patrol route, which is right here. He's in Tomb of St. Viticus North. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That's what we want. Oh, oops. Raid die. I forgot to roll, because remember, they have to raid. It's a lot to keep in your head in Dungeon Crusade, especially when you're filming it. I mean, once you get acclimated, but it's hard, because you're filming and showing everything. We had to roll for the raid die. The raid level's at 12. So if a 12 comes up, he's a raiding minion. And that is 9, so no. We're good. Now, we're going over here to the Cultist of Zal, this Cultist of Zal. Remember how we were hoping she'd come down? Now, of course, she's a vagrant minion. We've got to roll the raid die. And let's do it since we're right here. Let's roll. Nope, no raiding. She's not going to be a raiding minion. So, base movement of 2 plus a D6. She's right here. And remember our strategy? Our cleric is right here. She is, of course, on the green patrol route. So let's roll her movements. Oops, that was a 4. So she has 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 2 movement left, right? So let's grab, she's going to pick up a patrol route. It would be so perfect for her to grab a purple or orange one. She went the other way. Crap, she's going back up this way. So 1 and 2. So you just don't know in this game. Orc, Archer. We're going to roll for the raid die. And I think we'll just do this format. It's a lot easier. So roll for the raid. 10. Nope. So what we're going to do is, why don't we start doing this? He's got a base movement of 3. Okay? And he is all the way over here. Let's roll. Let's see what he's going to... First of all, you got to roll his movement. 3 plus this. Okay, 4. So he has a total of 7 movement. See his base movement there? 3. So he has 7. However, it's right over here in Well of Eternity. He's going to use 1 of his movement. 1. He still has 6 left. So he's thinking which patrol route to take. So we're going to roll. He's going to take the green patrol route. So he's going back up into the Chapel of Light South. So he has 6 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's just kind of going back and forth there. That's perfect. Now the big one here is Razorfang. And I'm going to show you something about the target. I think we talked about this before. Target priority box. Remember C3, C2, C1? That stands for Class 3, Class 2, Class 1. Your Barbarian and Warrior are Class 1. Archer and the Rogue is Class 2. Wizard and Cleric is Class 3. These things are programmed, or rather, I can say that, I program them to go after heroes where they're going to do the maximum damage. So, Class 3 is first. And look who's right here. Class 3 is our Wizard. He's right here. So Razorfang is going to go after our Wizard. He might be taking a lot of damage. Let's get his tokens, and then we'll head over to the dice box. And again, we're going to need physical and range, and then mythical. And again, now see if he had counterattack, we could launch this and this. So in this case, we can shuffle. It's not going to matter because there's no, he can't counterattack. So okay, physical is in phase 3. Phase 2 is range. Mythical is in phase 1. We're going to have to push defense. And let's go see if our wizard can withstand this attack. I'll meet you at the dice box. Okay guys, I am back, and remember, so he's going to be rolling defense. We need to exceed these numbers. The wizard can take a potential 5 damage if he does not, meet or exceed those numbers, like we saw with the rogue earlier in the churn. Okay, so we put our battle dice in here. It looks kind of good, maybe. Okay, so phase 1 is mythical with an 11. Next is range. And, he scored an 18 in phase 3. So, let's look at this. In the first phase, mythical, he rolled an 11. 2 shy. Oh, wait. Hold on. 11. He can add his mythical. Plus 2. That's 13. He blocked it. Unfortunately, 8, 13. He's going to take 1 damage for that. Okay? And then lastly, he scored a big 18, and he definitely exceeded that. So he's not going to take any damage. That wasn't that bad. Okay, look, we're going to just wrap this up, and we have to move the Guardian spawn rate token down. I will see you in a moment. Okay, guys, we're going to finish up the monster phase. Of course, we always move this down. Now it'll be on 18. That was a pretty big churn. We thought our cultist was going to be moving down. She's going the other way, or, the Orc Siege Breaker is going up there. A lot of stuff happened in this churn. I'm sure churn 4 is going to be exciting. And, of course, our Barbarian will be getting back up from slipping. Okay, guys, I hope you like this. If you have any questions, please ask me. I love, hearing from you guys and get you acclimated more to Dungeon Crusade. All right, guys, I will be back with churn 4, and I hope everyone has a great day. Enjoy your gaming. And again, thank you to the backers. You guys are so generous, and love you, and from all of us, Grubus Games Unlimited. You guys are the best. I will see you on Churn 4, guys. Bye-bye.